Hey, this is Tony of Blended Threads Gaming. I'm going to play a game called Mindustry. I've been playing this a little bit, having a lot of fun with it. It's automation in its best form. This is a lot of fun. All right, we're going to start off with Ground Zero. I have already played through this one, so I get a sense of it. But that's actually going to be good, because I really think it is beneficial to see this. Screwed up the first placement, of course. See this with understanding it, because I was able to understand what I need to do. I need some more copper coming through there. Here, actually. All reality, I should get these things running first. Those conveyors going in there. So this is going to be a typical, like, automation, get the pieces going into the base, try to gather all that. So the main goal of that is we're trying to gather resources from locations to be able to upgrade what would be a tech tree. And we can pause it. Speaking of, I want to actually hit the first spot on the tech tree, up the conveyors, the junctions, and I want to get the router. A lot of different ways to say that. All right, and I am getting copper going into here, but we will have waves, and you can see in the top left that we're going to have people attacking us coming up. By people, I mean like robot-y things. I'm going to just get a few of these going right now. And then let's get these splitters. I should be able to just run. And no, I'm gonna do it the way I've done it, because this is fairly simple with the copper piece right now. I'm gonna run that up here. And I want to bring that into this. And then let's put a set of splitters in between. And then that's gonna be coming in and feeding these with ammunition, because they need copper in order to shoot. I want to get more gathering going, so let's put that one there. One, two. Let's start here. I can probably do the same thing there. All right, that looks pretty good. And let's get the belts running up this way and across that way, and that gets everything but this one. I'm going to run this one across like that, and I'm going to merge it in like that. And then what I want to do is I want to also get a splitter. I will put that, let's see, I'm going to need to bring things from other locations too. So I'm going to bring that splitter right here, right here. I want those things to be able to feed into the base, so that when they flow, like when they end up getting to where they filled all those things up, I want them to also be able to give me things from a base, and that'll keep that one full. Got that one for free off the start. I didn't place it there, but it'll work. Okay, so there's probably wave 1 defense. Let's see if we can get up there. I might be able to do this into, whoa, went too far. Okay, let's see. Wave 1 comes from up this direction. Let's get these. Get those. Here, I can't pause it. That'll give me a little bit better timing. Okay, I do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. I should be able to utilize all of that. Then repause. I'm pausing right now because I really don't have 52 seconds before things come and try to attack me. Now the first one's not going to be too bad because it's only like one dude that comes out. Got to actually go into there. There we go. And then what I want to do is I want to get this copper feeding up my defense system, but I also need to get that back to the base, because that's how we end up completing it, is by getting these resources into the base. But the first thing I actually want to figure out, getting this lead back to the base, because essentially that's the slowest thing out of these. And I'm going to put 2 more. We don't have to come up here for a bit. Alright, I want to get the slide going. I am going to delete some of this so I can control for it how I want to. split it right here. I didn't really need to do that, but oh well. I need that to go down one more, actually. We'll zigzag it over here, down that way. Where's the... This looks like the line. Yeah, there's the first bad guy, and he's gonna get toasted by all my little dudes there. I'm running these on 2 right now, simply because I want to be able to get another set right here merged in with it. And if I don't split them up, it'll end up basically creating a bottleneck within the system. Most efficient way to do this. Yeah, probably be like that, I think. I'm missing 3 nodes off of it, but I should be alright. Looks like... Oh man, that was actually... Okay, I need to fix that. I made a big mistake right there. Right, I'm gonna get these going first, then I'll get that fixed. I'm gonna hook this through, actually. I'm gonna bring it up, back, and that's gonna feed into this line, and then that's gonna go this way. I guess I could just do that. That works as well. Then this one should be going through. On that back side. Which side do I want to come on? I can go crossed. I'm not too worried about the enemies on this one because first map and all. You drop it right on this line. So see that little red dot? That also points to when there's an enemy. Points at the enemy itself. I want to drop in right here, then into the base. That one should be able to go into the base as well. Make sure we build all those. Alright, so I did a big dumb move up here that I'm going to have to correct for. So, see all those? That's all lead that I need to actually get. So I need to pause. Just delete all of that, and let's get some codes on these leads. And get gathering off of those now. There we go. That's a little bit better. Okay, so if you run a conveyor next to one of them, that's kind of weird line. There we go. If you run a conveyor next to it, it will pull off of it. So this is pulling from those 2, that's pulling from those 4, and that should be running that lead down that way. Alright, that's going down through here, that's pulling the lead off of that. Busier line is the inside line. That's good because the outside line is the more busy one here. And that's coming in and going in there, and you can see actually here, if you look at this, it's got a capacity of 4K, it says it over there on the right. You can see how much we have there. We're at 985, 90, like that, and we're 200 and something on that. So I need to get the lead going a little bit faster. That's good, and we got more lead over here, and I only know that because I've actually played this map before. But typically it's not too hard to find. You can look in the top right hand corner for a mini map. How do I want to do this one? That's a 2 node. Go there, I can get that. That's... I'd have to do that, and that'd be 4 nodes blocked off for that. It should be alright. just run straight lines out to here. So you can build in such a way in this game that lets you build across something that you can't build across. And I'll show you kind of what I mean by that here in just a moment. So if I want to run this line right there, see the red? It will build on both sides, but it just won't build that red line where I'm not allowed to build, which is nice because you can get kind of nice big straight lines going. And then like right here where I can't build on that, I can fix that a little bit later. But I'm not going to try to do that. Now what I can do is just go like that, merge it in. Same thing there, merge those in. Okay, that's starting to feed that line. We want to, where do I want to bring that in at? I think I can just bring that in on the other side. That is actually a junction, so let's remove one of those because I don't want to. I've had a problem before to where it's nothing with the game, it's just me making sure that I run across like where one of these splitters are, and then it ends up outputting on a line that I don't want to output it on. Oop, need to make sure that's all built. It's going there. Okay, let's get more of the copper running now that we have the lead going really well. Here's a, where's that node? Looks like we have bad guys. So we can fire as well, but I've found that that's not very effective. Oh. Throw another one of those there, and we're doing well. Alright, let's get this line actually. We've got so much stuff backed up on this line. Let's take this and run that one down. And one of the things about this is this costs me copper. Costs me copper to do this. This sounds like a bad pirate thing. It costs me copper. Yeah, I can run that right down into that side. So I think I will split it across. It costs me copper to build these things. But it's mostly fine. So I got to be careful right here, because if I put this right here, it will start going in the same line with the lead. I'm going to have to not be the most efficient with that, which kind of sucks. I should have thought about that. I should have ran that all the way to the left there. So my goal for this one, so this is the first opportunity to launch, which means that I could go down, hit launch, take what I've got, which is about 1k of each, but I want to get the 4k for each, and also to open up the next stage, I think I need to get to wave 10 on this anyways. I think to wave 20 for the next two stages, so I think I'm going to go ahead and get that out of the way. Actually, while I'm at it, I think I might fix this. Can I hook this around just so I can get more of the copper coming out of it? Let me get this going the rest of the way. Alright, that'll start feeding into there, and then it'll come out this way. Now that copper that's backed up right here can actually start being useful. Alright, same thing here. Start using these ones. Or do we have one closer? We do right there. I'll do this. Start in the middle. And then I'm going to need a way to get it off there, so I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. That's going to lose those lines. Probably figure out a little slightly more. Oop, no, I don't want those, because that's trapping those in. I can probably figure out a slightly more optimized, but with the time, it'd probably take me a little bit of time just to figure out how that would be a better route. Put that right here. And that is crisscrossing in such a way to where it won't interact with that. Those are the junction points, and junction points allow for things to cross in a way that won't interact with the other one. Actually want to keep this going down this way. I don't want to go in just like that. That should start feeding copper. I've got the lead feeding. I'm gonna go make sure that my defense system is nice and everything looks good here. More there, just kind of hole sake. Yeah, that's. I'm gonna stick with that. For hole sake. There, and then I'm gonna run a. There is a possibility that they can come up on this side. And if they do, I don't want to make it all the way down the base, so build a defense on that side, and then tie that in with our main line. And we'll run a. Go ahead and get this repaired before we get the next wave. Nope. Totally wrong thing. Alright, now what I want to do is I want to run this over into that line over here, so that I can feed it back down into that main chute if need to be. And that'll actually, if I've got access, it'll actually supply it in right down through here. And that's already at 3K. So the copper is rarely going to be the issue inside of this map about completing it. It's going to be typically, you want that lead going as fast as it possibly can. I think I'm doing fairly decent on that. The other thing you can do is you can manually gather. So like I can left click here, gather some lead. My system's filled up at 41. Come down here, pull it off, and drop it in the base. So I can do some manual gathering, and I bet if I want to like min-max the timing on that, I could probably improve like record time stuff off of that. But I am not shooting for that. I'm shooting to just have fun with it. Whoa! Hey, don't shoot at me. Let's go ahead and create a, so this thing's gonna output off the edge. Anything, once these are filled, it's gonna output off the edge. And I'm gonna create a system right out here. Is that where I want that? Actually fix this, that's not where I want that. There, that'll try to prevent them from hitting this line down here. Guessing that copper's gonna fill up really soon. Yep, it's already full. Copper's full through there, lead's working through here. That lead's working the best it can. That lead running. Alright, we have automation running now. Now it's just a matter of survival. So there's this line right here. If I go on the other side of it, warns me that gonna boot me if I stay over there. You can die, but you respawn back at the base. Not sure what that ends up costing. Imagine it tries to cost you some resources. 5 enemies remaining. With the copper capped, I'm also not optimizing out of this piece either, because it's one of those things that for the time that I need to be able to get these and the lead, I'm pretty well set right now. Yeah, we're 4K on both. I can't leave until 10. It's now a matter of choice about do I want to... So in order, there's going to be stages that follow this stage, and one of the stages require me to get to 20, and the other one requires me to get to 10, but I think I'm just going to hit the 10 in this one. I'll hit the 20, maybe off of the recording. I don't know. I'll see. I'll hit the 10 on this one just to be able to get in the next stage, maybe. Or when I'm just gonna hit to 20. Yeah, that's I'm sitting here arguing. So, if I just hit the 20, I'll get it done, and I can be done with it. For scrap. I still don't quite. So I can gather scrap from right here, and I haven't quite figured out how that works because I don't have a scrap like thing there. I can see like I have this much scrap. Looks like I can throw it in there, but I don't see it in my inventory. Don't really know how that works. All right, now it's just a matter of just kind of chilling and playing a defensive game. Let's go ahead and throw another set on that. Now let's build a few more of those lines. Let's build it. Yeah, let's build it just like that. Guess I'll rebuild these first. Get some things. So there is a tech tree, and I'm going to go through that here in just a moment as well. Let's spin this way. There we go. We are defended. And I'm going to go ahead and actually just create an entire array across the front, or they're going to end up shooting those out and I'll have to replace them every time. There we go. There is later on a some things that are pretty quick that fly down through here. Like quick little enemies. I don't know when that starts. So let's go ahead, and while this is going on, let's look in the tech tree. I don't know if my timer keeps going, and there's some stuff that we can open up. No, we can't, because I have to finish this stage to open those up. Just for symmetry's sake. So if you so at the top of the screen here, it says I reached 10, which is what I needed to be able to open that other stage. Ooh, I do have some coming over here on the left side. You can pause during combat here. Get some stuff up, get those built. I was just saying something, completely lost train of thought because I was getting shot at. I think that's fair. What was it? Oh, there's the tech tree. Was I saying that? Oh, yes. So at the top right there, I can go down now, and I can hit launch. And what that's going to do is that's going to take the resources that I currently have, and it's going to allow for me to go into the tech tree and start buying things through the tech tree. And that gives you walls, better guns. It gives you different kind of conveyor belts. It gives you logic that, to be able to split things in certain ways. It gives a lot of definitely better features to be able to expand upon. Right now, this is the super simplistic version of what's going on. And essentially, oh, here, I can, I'm already kept. I am going to try to skip these phases. So you can skip the phases here. I think it's just once you kill the enemies, you can skip the phases. Oop, don't shoot at me. Looks like I need to reinforce this one slightly better. I should be able to get through 20 fairly quickly doing that. Yeah, I want that to get connected back together. So I'm spinning a bunch of that copper I made to put these in place, but that is perfectly fine because we have more than enough to fill that system back up. And that should do. That'll keep off what I want to right now, I think. Alright, and that spent some of our copper, so where are we at here? That brought us down. I don't know how to actually see specific where we're at right there. The way I figured out is if you highlight over here, it says we're at 3.1k now for the resource on the right hand side. So that's the way I've been seeing that. As far as the specifics, you can see here is a question mark. You can click on that. There's a whole breakdown behind the system. Oh, I want to go to skip for the next wave. You can see the breakdown. New content unlocked. Like what does it take? How can you improve it? So in this one, like this targets air and targets ground. Yes, the shots per second. If you feed in different sort of things into it, it shoots differently. Increase optimization by putting water into it, so it increases fire rate. There's ways to improve upon these things. All right, let's get to 20 as soon as we can. If I am near, they will prioritize the player if you're within range. So actually I've used that a few times as to my advantage to get them to target me instead. They're plowing the same line each time, which at least makes it predictable. And I am clicking over there. You can also use the number pad. Reach wave 15. Unlock something because that. So that was one of the fast flyers, I think. Yep, I want to get to 20 to be able to get that unlock. So you do get grading at the end of it too, and I'm not really sure if doing this is going to reduce my grade or whatever. I've gotten, the time I've done this, an S on this one, so I don't think it's that awful hard to get an S, but I don't know if trying to get the 20, because I just know that unlocks that stage, and rather than doing this one again, I can go ahead and just get it all unlocked at once. Oh, I better actually, I don't have ammo in those. That's not cool. I need to think about that. That's alright. I do need to launch on 20 though, so I do need to make sure that even though I'm doing this, I'm spending a bunch of that copper. Oh, I'm at 3.9. I'm okay. Yeah, it's back up to 4K already. Ooh, we got through down to here. Wave 18. 21 enemies. Yeah, see the fast guys right there? Let's build up our defenses here. And then we can have the next 2 waves done in such a way to where we can set up that as soon as we defeat wave 20, we can just go ahead and get out of here. That one's great. Like, can I, let's see, let's put a junction right here just to refill this. Later on, there's certain junctions that you can have that'll do things like only output the sides if the forward's backed up, sort of thing. So it allows for you to put some more logic on being able to like fill up these things without having to split out. Copper's going good there. So this will be 19. And the next one should end us. Give it a second to be able to get some of these resources in here. Oop, I need to get this going. Throw those on there to be able to... That's not pulling those in. That's not doing what I wanted to do. Oh well. Yeah, I'll just remove it. It's probably not needed. This thing should be able to take care of what I wanted to. I need to actually put that on the line, not above the line. Do not have ammo in really any of them. So I need... That's backed up, so it should just start through putting straight into that. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna delete that. Oop, oop, not that one. Those just feed that up there. This is all choked off back down there with the rest of it, so that should do more than what I need to in order to be able to take that out. And here's the lost wave. And that's where I need to get to 20 to be able to open that one up. And that's all of it. Let me make sure that we got what we need to down here, and I can just launch. 4K, 4K. Yep. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, we got an SS. Okay, 4,000 of each resource, that's what we want. We got waves defeated 20. That's exactly what we want. Enemies destroyed. All of this looks good here. Alright, that is the end of Ground Zero, which is the first one that we just ran through, and that got us these resources to be able to do some upgrades. I'm going to actually, so in order to be able to go to this one, which was locked, when I click on it, I can uncover it now. And when I uncover it, that's going to be the Frozen Forest. Going to have these resources. And I needed to get to 10 for that one, but for this one, in order to be able to unlock that one, is I need to get a combustion generator. I need to reach 20 on Ground Zero, which is this one. That's the reason why I was pushing through 20. To unlock, I need Desert Wasteland. I don't know if maybe that is the Desert Wasteland. So here inside the tech tree, we actually want to open up a whole bunch of stuff as well. So let's see. I do want that. So that's a bridge, so we can go over like water. Launch pad's gonna be nice because that allows for us to send stuff back without actually having to go back. Distributors are nice. They're nice big ways to do that. Sorters. I think I can just grab anything I can afford at this point. Don't have any graphite. I think I get that in the next one. There's the combustion engines. I need that for to open up the other one. Silicone. Power node. Mender. Ooh, that's gonna be nice. Maybe I can repair my blocks without having to just rebuild them every time. Okay, don't have any of that. Don't have any of that. Mechanical pump. Oh, that takes metaglass. Graphite press. Pyrite mixer. And all these things are gonna obviously make the... Oh, this is nice, this as well. It's gonna make the complexity of building these become slightly more. There's a scatter. What is that for? It's an anti-air turret. Spray clumps of lead or scrap flags at the enemy unit. Ooh, nice. Small long-range artillery turret. Nice. Scorch. This is like a short-range flamethrower, I think. I've not seen that one yet, though. That one. I think I got everything that I can get right now. I think the red border tells me I cannot get it. That means I can get that one. Silicone smelter, reduced sand, empirical product. So that's where I need to get the silicone from. Any other things that are not yellow that I can get? White outlines. Nope, looks like good. Okay, so we've got everything we need to go there. What's core database? Ooh, that's interesting. So these are all the items we're going to be able to get. I guess that's all the blocks. The only mech I've got is Dart. Interesting. I have not looked at this yet. There's a whole bunch left to uncover, and here's what I think the whole thing looks like. I don't know. I've gone through Ground Zero and looked at Frozen Forest so far, but I don't really know much about that. Oh, I can unlock this one. Yeah, because I bought the combustion engine. So let's unlock that one. So that's Desert Waste. So I need to reach level 15 to unlock configuring loadout? I don't know what that means. This one says configure loadout. Need to figure out what that means. What about these? I need those things to uncover that one. Reach level 60 and oh, wave 60. Wow. Okay, those are gonna. Wow, that one's 15, 10. Didn't even see that one. Looks like that's a long, narrow one. All right, that is the first of Mindustry's back, or Mindustry. There is multiplayer play, so we're gonna do a multiplayer game coming up as well. So Rachel and I to be able to do an online game. There's not local, there's online. I'm going through the campaign here. You can join game too, and I've seen to where there's like lists of people to where you can join into servers. Custom games I have not looked at, but it looks like there's quite a few different ones. There's also workshop maps. I guess some people out there making some stuff around the workshop. Mods. That's in alpha mode right now, which I have not messed with. There is a ridiculous number of settings in this game. As far as the capability to tune this is really well done. You did not see the tutorial. There is an opening tutorial to it as well. I've not tuned everything here, but I tuned some few minor things like the volume level. And then it looks like they have a Discord, a changelog, Trello. Oh, nice. They have a Trello on here, so you actually can see what their plans are. That's cool. Reddit, GitHub. Looks like a link to all that kind of stuff is just right there. Which is cool. This is Steam Build 100.1, so if you're playing on another build, maybe things look different, maybe they look the same. But either way, next time we will pick it back up where we left off, and I'll see everybody then. Bye.